What's up, delivery fam? Welcome to another Life of UDM vlog. Now in this vlog, I'm gonna tell you how I had a punctured tire that had me screwed, literally. But stay tuned. Now before I get started, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. But you gotta hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the family because nobody else will understand what you go through except another driver just like you. Now with that out of the way, let me tell y'all what happened to me on a typical DoorDash and Uber Eats multi-apping day. I got a double order on Uber Eats. I went to go pick it up. Everything was great. I dropped off the first order. On my way to the second drop-off, I hear this tick, 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 tick thing going on in my tires. I was like, what the heck is this? I get out my car, I check my tires, I didn't see anything. I get back in my car, I start driving again, and I hear it again, tick, tick, tick. And when I slowed down, it was worse. When I speed up, I wasn't hearing it as much. So I'm like, what the heck is this? So my mind started telling me something's wrong somewhere. I don't know what this is, but something's wrong. And it hits me. My tire pressure light came on. I said, oh geez, what the heck done happened now? So I said, all right, my tire pressure light is on. I know I have to drop this off. Let me go drop this off, pause my dash, don't accept any more orders on Uber Eats, and get this situation taken care of as soon as possible. I don't know what it is, how bad it is, or whatnot, but I'm gonna get this situation taken care of right now. I pull up to a gas station, and then I start moving my car around, looking at all four tires, and finally, I found a screw that looks like this.
Oh my God!
This happened about 3 p.m. on a Sunday, and Sunday is the busiest day for me in this gig app food delivery life. So I'm only at $100 for the day. I typically shoot for over 200, and I cannot afford to be running on a flat. I can't afford to go home right now because my goal, I haven't hit it yet. So I said, okay, what can I do? What are my options? I started calling all kinds of tire shops. They're not, they don't want to do my tire. They don't want to fix it. One shop told me, oh, I'm backed up at work. But in my mind, how long does it take to fix this? I could do this myself. But I did not have the tools to do it myself at the time. So I was willing to pay a shop, a tire shop, the money to get it done. I called 3 shops. I went to one shop, which would make it 4 shops, but I called 3 shops and I'm like, yo, can you do this for me? The excuse was always, hey, we can't right now. Nope, we got too much work. Hey, we got this, we got that. I went to a tire shop and that tire shop told me to leave my car overnight.
Bruh.
Keep in mind, I'm only at about $100 for the day. It's on the busiest day of the week. And on top of that, you want me to leave my car overnight just to plug or patch my tire? I couldn't understand what the heck was going on. I'm like, yo, it's not that big of a deal. You want me to, you're gonna probably charge me a storage fee. Nah, I'm not dealing with that. So I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna try to figure this out for myself. That same tire shop that I went to, they were selling parts. They were selling different things that you could buy. And I ended up buying me a tire plug kit, okay? Now, this is like the plug and you got to push it through here. I don't know what these tools are called, but I just know this is a tire plug kit, all right? Now, I'm not telling you this for you to go ahead and do it for yourself. But before I start telling you exactly how I fix my issue, all right, I'm going to tell you that it really dawned on me after I bought this kit. I went to the cashier and I asked the cashier, hey, what's the deal? I'm trying to pay to get my tire patched or plugged, but everyone is kind of like brushing me off. The cashier then tells me it must be the liability issue that nobody wants to take on. And some people feel like plugging a tire doesn't pay much. So if their mechanics get paid by the job, they're not gonna waste their time, or they're gonna push a tire plug or patch to the very bottom of the list of things to do because it doesn't pay. So I'm like, okay, so what's the liability issue? I decided to check on Google, what's this liability issue that he's talking about? Because I had no knowledge of it. According to what I read on Google, how reliable is a tire plug? It isn't safe and could lead to a dangerous blowout. A plug by itself or a patch by itself is not acceptable, but a safer tire repair done to the RMA standards can give you thousands of miles more use from your tire. Need your tire repaired by an expert and blah, 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 right? I guess this is coming from this website, but I'm like, a serious blowout. Wow, I didn't know it was that big of a deal. So here I am trying to figure out, how do I keep working? My tire keeps losing air. What do I do? Give me the doggone kit.
I'ma do this myself.
I bought the kit. It was like $6.99 at that particular store. And like I said, you get the glue. You see these little lines, these little strips? You put them in between this thing. I found the screw. I pulled it out with my needle nose pliers, right? I got all of this stuff in my car right now because I'm like, yo, I can't afford to be missing out on my money. So I got my needle nose pliers. I put my glue, my plug in between here. I got the screw out. I kind of like did what I had to do with this part. I don't know what any of this stuff is called. And then I just plugged my tire and I cut the excess pieces off. I'm not telling any of y'all to do this, but I just wanted to share this story because if you find yourself in a situation where you as a driver need to figure out, hey, my tire's losing air. Hey, I don't have a spare. Hey, what do you do? If you gotta plug your tire, it's probably gonna be difficult, or even patch your tire. It's probably gonna be difficult to get a mechanic or a tire shop to do that for you right away. So my mother told me I need to have a spare tire with the same rim in my trunk. Now I said to myself, maybe that would be a good idea. But I was like, these rims are old. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get this done. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to share this with y'all because nobody else will understand this story except another driver that has gotten this type of thing happen to them before and had to go buy a kit and actually had to plug the tire themselves. I wanted to share with you because these are the problems we face out here. And if you've never plugged a tire, if you never heard of the liability issue and you're trying to get your tire fixed and you're calling around and you're wondering why people don't want to help you and they're telling you to leave your car overnight, at least you can say, I heard it from UDM. UDM told me his story, man. Like, oh man, I don't want to be stuck in a situation like this. But when you're in an emergency situation where you do this full time and this is all you do, if you don't have a spare tire that is good enough for your car to ride on for a couple of days or whatever until you could get that tire replaced or that tire fixed, this is what I did for myself. I don't recommend you do it based on what I read here. It isn't safe and could lead to a dangerous blowout. But I did what I had to do. I got this kit. I was able to make $200 for that day. Right on the money, $200. So I wanted to share that story with y'all because I never experienced that before. Never in my life, never in this entire time that I've been doing this full time, that I ever had to call a tire shop to try to get my tire fixed or replaced, and nobody wanted to take the job. Nobody wanted to take the job. It blew my mind. So, that's my story. I hope y'all learned something from it. I hope y'all picked up what I was laying down. It's dangerous, according to what they're saying online, it's dangerous to plug your tire. But in the end, it's entirely up to you what you choose to do. I I see it as, if it's dangerous, why are you selling it? My tire is plugged, it's been plugged, and it's working fine. But I'm gonna tell you, please, be mindful. But just also prepare yourself for a situation like mine. And I would tell you to take the better route versus plugging your tire, just having a spare ready to go. Having a spare tire, spare rim, everything ready to go. I have a spare, but it's a donut. And I'm not putting a donut on this car because a donut, the rubber on those wheels, they go quick. A donut is meant to just get you from point A to point B, meaning from the point where your tire is flat to the shop. That's the point of a donut. Not to ride on it a couple of days and just be like, yo, this is my spare tire right here. Unless you have an exact spare tire, don't use your donut as a spare tire. And that's all I really got to say, family. So thank you for tuning in to another Life of UDM vlog. And I will see y'all in the next one. Be safe on the road. Get yourself a spare tire, not a donut. And if you are one that plug your tire, you've experienced this before, feel free to share that in the comment section down below. And love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.